The Elysée Palace in the heart of Paris. Entry only for those personally invited by the French president. An exhibition titled À la table des présidents, or Dining with the Presidents, shows what those guests can expect. It provides rare glimpses of the 100-year history of state banquets, including old menus.
Every menu is illustrated by artists and has been for more than 100 years. You can see how French cuisine has changed. Before 1914, in the era of Presidents Félix IV and Armand Fallières, there were 25 courses, and everyone sat at the table for 4 hours. Today it's just 40 minutes and 3 courses: appetizer, main course, dessert.
Around 1900, state guests were given lots to eat and vast quantities to drink. At the dinner for the Spanish King Alfonso XIII, 12 different wines and crème containing alcohol were served.
When they left the table, they must have rolled on the floor. You have to ask yourself how they managed to eat so much, and above all, to drink so much.
A dinner at the festive hall of the Elysée Palace is a great honor for foreign guests of state. Britain's Queen Elizabeth II has been invited 3 times. The banquets follow a strict protocol, but female heads of state tend to confuse matters.
Normally, the 2 heads of state sit on one side and their wives on the other. But you can't really seat Prince Philip on the ladies' side. So the Prime Minister had to be included. He sat to the left of the English Queen, and the Prince sat to the right of Mrs. Chirac. It was quite a challenge for protocol, and the situation had a funny side.
When President Nicolas Sarkozy and his wife Carla Bruni greet guests today, at least a month of planning has gone into it. The first couple select the food and wines themselves. About 240 guests are served at each state banquet. For more than 100 years, the place settings have been manufactured in the porcelain factory in Sèvres. A single plate costs 4,500 euros. Menus on silk and worth up to 15,000 euros each. When U.S. President Jimmy Carter was invited in 1978, the menus were little works of art designed by the world-famous painter Marc Chagall.
Each of the 240 guests went away with a genuine Chagall, because the guests can always keep their menus. What more could you want from the French Republic? It invites you to dinner and you get a complimentary work of art by one of the greatest artists of the 20th century.
The menus are as varied as the guests who've dined in the Elysée. John F. Kennedy was a guest here, as were Prince Rainier and Princess Grace of Monaco, as well as the French national soccer team. But nowadays, there might be just salad, if that's what the guests want.
Today, every course is low-calorie. Everything is light, so low in calories that you have to wonder whether the foreign heads of government don't supplement their dinner in the bistro around the corner after they leave the gala dinner.
But filling up isn't the only purpose of a state banquet in the Elysée Palace. It's a slice of French culture.